Yes.
intro on.
Oh, yeah. Mute channel 4. Over to you, Mogo.
Hello and welcome to the MotoGP Japanese race. Currently on pole position is Pedro Acosta on his first ever pole position. He crashed out yesterday in his sprint race, but hopefully history does not repeat itself, and touch wood because I cursed him yesterday accidentally. Currently in the box with me, well, not with me, in London is Joshua Birch.
Hello, Megan. Hello, everybody. Yes, London calling for MotoGP. And after doing yesterday on a train, much stable internet connection today, where we've already done the 2 races as well. We're about to kick off. Light rain in the air, already red flagged the Moto 2. So, I don't know, Megs. It's getting a bit tense now, isn't it? What do you think's going to happen? Who do you think's going to be hot or not?
I am hoping for Acosta to do really well, but I think maybe Mark will do quite well in this, given it's like mixed conditions, kind of. Though it is a 90% chance of rain.
90% chance of rain is actually increasing more and more, second upon second as well. Can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, cool. It just wasn't for me. On mute 4, and we'll get going.
Hold on. Now.
MotoGP kicks off for the Moto Grand Prix of Japan. It's time for the main Grand Prix after yesterday's fascinating sprint race. Pedro Acosta on pole position from Pecco Bagnaia and Maverick Vinales the front row. There's Anea Bassini, Brad Binder and Franco Morbidelli. Fabio Di Giannantonio ahead of Marco Bezzecchi and Marc Marquez, Alex Marquez, Jorge Martin and Fabio Quartararo. Ralph Fernandez, Jack Miller, Alicia Spargo, Johan Zarco, Juan Mir and Augusto Fernandez. And then 19 down from Alex Rins as well. Megan, yesterday we saw in the sprint race, Jorge Martin make up from 11th to 4th. And Bagnaia taking the win after Acosta went down. We're in a very interesting race in what is mixed conditions. I'm seeing some out there on wet, some out there on dries, I think. You've got the full data to see what tyres are those everybody on.
Okay, so as far as I can see, everyone is on the same tyre but one person. Everyone else is on a hard front tyre and a medium rear tyre, whereas Nakagami at his home race is on a front hard tyre and a soft rear tyre, which could be a mistake.
Martin finishing 4th yesterday and Bagnaia winning means the gap is 15 points in the World Championship at the moment to the front, and it's really anybody's guess as to who could take that position. Who do you think is going to have the championship lead leaving here today?
Martin.
Not Pecco.
Not yet. Next race he'll get the championship lead back.
5 km/h wind speed, track temperature 26 degrees Celsius, air temperature at 21. There's rain in the air, and we see how quickly it can pop up, Megan. It popped up at the start of Moto 2 on the opening lap, which resulted in the red flag. But we've got flag-to-flag rules here where they can swap bikes. Do you reckon we might need a flag-to-flag at some point? And what could that do to the race?
Possibly, though right now the skies are looking clearer than it was before. And if we did have a flag-to-flag, it would definitely mean a very much more complicated race for the 2 championship leaders.
80,131 is the Grand Prix attendance here, all looking. Pedro Acosta's the 3rd youngest pole sitter in the Premier class after Quartararo and Marc Marquez. There's a lot of tension rising in the air, a lot of people wondering exactly what he's going to do today. I think he did such a great start yesterday, but he did drop it. Can he hold it for the race? Is he about to take his first ever race win?
Possibly. And this is also the first time, I think, that all 3 of the youngest pole sitters are on the grid at the same time.
Vinales, Marc Marquez, Pedro Acosta. Red flag at the front, the riders getting ready. Watch out for the whole shot devices, especially on the Ducatis. Haven't been working that well. 24 laps, the Japanese Grand Prix of MotoGP is under starters orders. We have 5 lights on. And pull the throttle back as we go racing in Motegi. It's a great start, but I told you to watch out for that whole shot device. And Bastianini's front end of the bike coming up. Bagnaia's going to try and lead into one. Hasn't worked out. It's status quo at the front. Bagnaia's going to try the inside line. Costa's going to get forced down into second position. Jack Miller is a bit under pressure, but Brad Binder's taking third position. Marc Marquez moving up a couple of places, and the two VR46s have dropped back down the field. Bagnaia leads as we come into turn 3.
Not a great time for Raul Fernandez, dropping back a lot of the field. Bagnaia obviously got an amazing start, immediately passing round the side of Acosta. Binder got a great start as well. Marc Marquez gaining at least, I would say about 5 places on that opening lap. Must have gone really round the outside.
The same can be said for Jorge Martin. Started 11th, already up into 6th place as well. Benefited. And Bastianini down to 4th place after that whole shot device didn't really work. So the front lifted up on it as well as it comes through. There's no rain clouds in the distance as there's Binder getting a little bit of look of less of talent. Marc Marquez almost sends in Bastianini skywards down into turn 10 as we come through the checkered part of the circuit into the 130R. Martin up the inside of Marc Marquez and up the inside of Bastianini. Can he make it the triple? No. Martin's electric. He's already up into 4th position.
I don't know how he managed to do that. And
in 1 lap.
And how Bastianini's managed to fall 4 places.
Look at Marc Marquez under pressure with Jack Miller. Miller keeps it, and is that Anaya down now into 7th? The time is because we haven't updated yet.
Two people gone
Miller
down. 2 people gone down. That is Mia and Alex Marquez crashed out. Riders both okay.
Mia again, he crashed out in the Tissot Sprint, he's crashed out in the Grand Prix as well.
I think they've crashed out together.
Somebody give Juan Mia a hug. The world champion from 2020, Alex Marquez, has crashed out as well of this Grand Prix.
Same
as
part.
we continue on.
I think they must have crashed into each other.
All this damp line somewhere. We'll wait to see the replay. 23 to go. Bagnaia leads Acosta, Binder, Martin, Miller, and Martin. And there is Mia now. And there is, yeah, that's in the pit lanes. That's in the last 2 corners.
Yeah. They must have just collided with each other going around one of the corners. Got a bit too close. That's what must have happened. Can we see the replay now, or is that something we've got to wait a lot for?
Oh, well, that for usually.
Before we've waited whole races for a replay. Never got one.
Oh, well, you know, it's under investigation by the stewards there, Megan.
So they definitely caused each other's crashes.
I kind of expected that, didn't you?
Yeah.
To be under investigation, yeah.
I love how within the first lap of MotoGP we get a crash and... here it is.
Start. Here you go. Yeah, here you go. Oh, that's... I don't know whose fault that is. That's a big one there.
He went right in the wall.
Alex hit that barrier massively.
Usually it's the bike that hits the barrier.
I'm surprised that Alex was walking away from that one. So he comes up, touches the side of Mia. Mia goes straight on, and with Alex's bike. Alex comes off the bike, goes straight on towards the barrier.
Salvadori's entered the pit.
So it looks like Lorenzo Salvadori is out of the race, unfortunately. Bagnaia with the new fast lap of the race, though, as we watch. That's Binder versus Martin of the 3rd position. Martin's a champ.
Oh,
yeah, go on.
It'll be reviewed after the race, and my sinuses are going evil again. It's always in the spots. Just saw movement on the grid. It looks like Marc Marquez is about to try and make a move on Jack Miller. There he is. You can see that goes round the inside of Jack Miller, manages to get away with it, and also takes away any possibility of Miller getting a cutback on him by immediately getting... How many seconds did he get on him? Yeah, 4. Now 6. Well,
So,
tenths of
yeah.
second, not seconds.
Look
that
at
would be insane.
Bastianini, and that catches Miller out. Miller has to check up, but Bastianini came in all too hot into turn 10. Miller goes, thank you very much, I'll slip back on the inside.
Well, that's good. For a minute I was going to question whether Miller was awake.
Yeah, he shouldn't let that one go through, should he? Although he's
No.
actually making a decent start.
Down! Acosta!
Oh. Not again.
Wait, did I curse him
Pietro,
again?
What are you doing, Pietro? It's at the last corner as well. He's dropped
Right,
it
okay.
into the gravel trap. Pietro Costa is out of the Japanese Grand Prix for the second day running. So the two who crashed in the Tissot sprint have crashed again in the Grand Prix. Juan Mir and Pietro Costa.
Obviously winded. What happened
Front's gonna
here
buckle.
then?
Front buckles.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the traction. Couldn't get it back up again.
So, did I curse him again?
Yes. No points this weekend for Acosta. That's big. But now look at the championship, Megan, as Martin passes Binder. So from 11th of the grid, Martin's now second, and now the top two in the World Championship are battling it out 1-2 with 21 laps to go.
Oh, that's going to certainly be interesting. So,
Fun now, isn't it?
it is. Which one of them's going
Bastianini
to
on the
drop it?
inside. Bastianini gets through on Miller. Over for 5th position. Slip back through on the inside line.
So that's 4.
Yeah, Bagnar's got this one under control though, Megs.
Yeah. So that's 4. 4 in 4 laps. What is
It's a
happening?
slow race today, isn't it?
It is. But we've got 4 people out, so that's something. Right, so Bagnaia has a 1.4 gap between him and Martin right now. And it's... I wonder which one's going to go down first.
My money's on Martin. 1.5 the gap now. Bagnaia's increasing it.
When was the last
You
time
can tell to
Bagnaia
step
went
up.
out?
Acosta's got running again. Acosta's back in the race.
Ah, that's good. I mean, he's a lap behind, but that's good for him.
1:44.519 for Bagnaia, fast up of the race so far. Yeah, there he is. I thought I saw him go through turn 1. I wasn't mistaken.
I wonder how long until he'll retire though, because most of the time when people rejoin a race, they end up retiring. It's very rare that they actually are able to finish.
Yeah, I need a lap, so take the lap.
Okay. Right, so Marc Marquez looking to the inside of Brad Binder. Manages to get in front of him. There is still a possibility of Binder managing to get a cutback. Trying desperately, though I think Mark's just that little bit too much out of reach. Trying again to find some way to get past Marc Marquez. And Binder just cannot find any way. And he is looking desperately for a way where he can get past Marc and retake his 3rd position. But just can't find a way. And Bagnaia is not looking that quick. And that's despite him having the fastest lap. And Bezzecchi passes Aleix Spargaro for 8th position. Here is a replay of the race start from, I believe this is Marc Marquez's view. Almost comes into contact with one of the VR46s. Then immediately passes both of the Prima Pramacs on the way to the 1st corner. Oh, he did hit him! That wasn't a VR46 that he hit though. He hit one of the Prima Pramacs, and I am pretty sure the one he hit was Martin. And it wasn't like, actually, technically, it was Martin hitting him in the shoulder. Do you know the shoulder which he spent ages trying to heal?
Oh, great. That's not going to be a problem in the future, is it?
Yeah. His tyre hit him.
I literally just go and put my face in front of the heater fire in the hotel room. I think I've found the trick. It's heat. Heat stops it. But it's just this headphone. It's right on the nerve, so it's quite painful. I'm literally suffering pain to bring you content this weekend, so I hope everyone's enjoying it. Martin 3/10 behind Bagnaia, still closing in again. 1.7 the gap. I think Bagnaya's got this one, but we've said that before. They're just saving their tyres at this point, aren't they, Megan?
He usually drops it by this point. When was the last time he dropped it?
Oh, Indonesia?
Oh, so last time out.
Mm.
So it's Martin's turn.
No, Aragon. It was Aragon. Yeah, a couple of races ago,
Oh
Aragon.
yeah, because it was Martin last time.
Yeah, Martin.
So it's Bagnaya's turn.
It's just everyone's gone through. And now at 1.1 the gap. I am actually really struggling now, so I apologise if I'm not being the best commentator in the world here, but Megan can take over.
Yes. So I am. My throat is kind of beginning to get a little bit sore, but I'm fine. 18 laps to go of this. I still not look. 18 laps to go.
5 days of throbbing toothache pain, not being able to go to the dentist or hospital to get it sorted because I've got to come to Brands Hatch.
Your tooth does have a funny sense of humour.
Yeah, it does. It's really annoying. I'm on a short fuse. So.
The fact that also both of us had to wake up today at 2:30.
I've had 6 hours sleep across the last 5 days. I'm really not in a good mood. Bastianini right on the back of Binder. And Marc Marquez as well. So the battle for 3, 4 and 5 still brewing.
Augusto Fernandez crashes out. Ryder is okay.
He was in 15th place, Megan.
I know. He was doing so well. So he crashes out. Sector 2. I want to say turn 10. Because that's just,
yeah. Look at Bastianini. He's right on the back of Binder here for 4th position. So I think he might have a little bit of a look, a little bit of a sniff at some point.
It's already evident.
Acosta won't.
Yeah.
Acosta won't finish last.
Well, at least that's something. And it looks like Bastianini's already eyeing up those tyres. If you just look at the TV pictures, you can see him just trying to lean over his kind of like the front visor on front of the bike and just being like, okay, where's that tyre going next?
Yeah, see where that grip is and see who's just trying to understand these tyres and really getting onto grips because it's so tricky out there because it was wet earlier and now it's dried out and it brings all the oil and the dirt onto the surface. So it's like a rallycross race on there.
It is. And it's that. Ooh, that was a bit dangerous there from Binder. Put his leg out just as he was trying to go around a corner.
Losing out a bit more time and place, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Put the wrong leg out too.
That's Acosta slow, fine. I was worried there, but it's Pedro Acosta just taking, allowing himself to be lapped.
Yeah. Now gone up.
17 laps to go.
Oh, and here is a replay, and he just drops it. Oh!
Nearly headbutt the bike.
Yeah, it wasn't the actual crash that almost injured him. It was him standing up immediately after and then accidentally falling into his own bike that almost injured him.
Bastianini. Thinking about it from Binder.
Yeah, looking to go round the outside, it seems. Can't get a move, though.
Too far out.
Yeah.
We're 1/3 into this race.
Woohoo! Did I just see a spot of rain?
No idea.
I also heard it in my ears. I both saw and heard it at the same time.
Morbidelli passes Miller for 6th position. Bastianini's right at the back of Brad Binder over the line for 4th. Down to turn 1. Can't quite get the braking to dive up the inside though, unfortunately.
Having an on board now with Bagnaia in the corner and Martin at the same time. They're both taking
Into 3.
Bit low. Luckily got a bird's eye view of the leading group too.
Thought Bastianini was going to go for it there. Miller was a bit unsteady down to turn 6.
Still too far out.
Yeah. To the 130R. Yeah, he's too far back, isn't he? He can't lunge for that position on the circuit.
He's just a little bit too far out each time he tries to go round.
Down we go again. Watch the inside line. He's going to go for it.
There.
And bashing in. Yeah, but he went too deep. Miller got the cut back. And look at the Gigatti shake.
It won't stop shaking. Whenever it goes
that
round
bike
a
is
corner.
unsteadied. There's no steadiness to that bike. We saw at the start.
Is the tyre pressure uneven?
Oh, if it is, it'll be under investigation post-race.
It would explain a lot of why it's shaking so much going around the corners.
Front and rear aren't balanced.
But don't look it.
Mm. Well, try and keep pushing. 15 laps to go. White flag. It's raining.
Yep. Definitely
Yeah,
raining.
white flag. So riders are now allowed to swap bikes.
Yeah.
So a flag to flag has now been enabled. They think it's going to rain. So flag to flag rules. Brilliant. You can see how dark it's got all of a sudden down to turn 3, Megan.
It has got really dark. And that is
Oh,
Martin
here we go.
closing.
Bastianini goes through on the inside line, gets ahead of Binder finally for 4th.
Martin's also now closing in on Bagnaia. Gap down now to 7 tenths per second.
Well, this has suddenly got a very interesting spring in the race, hasn't it? There's the white flags.
So 15 laps to go, and it's having the same problem we had in Moto 2. Rain. Not a good thing. Martin is looking to be about 2.5 tenths faster than...
They're getting them ready. They're getting the other bikes ready, Megs. So this is going to be a flag to flag, I reckon.
Possibly. Be interested to see how all they do in the rain.
We had it last year, do you remember? We red flagged it. We couldn't get the end of the race in.
Yeah.
He just bucketed it down and would not stop.
It seems to rain a lot here. Right, so the gap between Martin and Bagnaia is staying steady at 7 tenths, whereas Martin's gap to Marc Marquez, who is currently in 3rd position, is a 2.6 second gap, almost 2.7. So there is a big gap between the leading group and the rest of the field. So it's going to be either one of those two who manage to get the win, it's appearing like. And again, the flag to flag may change all that up. Gap is now 8 tenths. I think that means Martin is backing off because he knows I don't need these tyres anymore, and I'm going to probably lose this time anyway because I'm going to go in pit lane in a minute.
It's getting darker, isn't it? You can see the shine almost on the circuit.
Yeah. Especially around
Yeah,
this
I'm looking
corner.
around for the marshal.
Mm.
I'm looking around for the marshals with the white flag and the red X's. Can't see any.
So they bring them out, and then they bring them right back in again.
Yeah.
Can they make up their minds?
No.
Is it raining
And
or
I'm
is
in
it
a
not?
lot of. I know, but I'm in a lot of pain right now. Like an amount that I can't even talk.
Put your hand where... Put your hand
It hasn't worked.
below.
It hasn't worked. This headset is too tight. I've tried loosening it, but it's really hurting. So
Try
I'm
putting
in
it
a lot
on
of
the
pain
other
right now.
Why don't you swap round your ear things quickly?
Because the microphone is locked. The microphone's locked to this side. I can't swap it around.
Why don't you just flip it round and...
You
Does it
can't.
make-
It's locked. Look, it's locked.
Oh. Well,
It's
that's
not one that
unfortunate.
does that.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yes, and it's really bloody painful. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it feels like I'm being stabbed.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's really not good. So take over.
Right. So, I am going to read out the top 10 currently. And that is Bagnaia, Martin, Marc Marquez, Bastianini, Binder, Morbidelli, Bezzecchi, Miller, D'Antonio, and then Aleix Espargaro. Just below that, it's Vinales, Quartararo, Zarco, Fernandez, and that is Vinales crashing out of the race. That's just on the entrance to Sector 3, so Sector 2, that is where we saw Augusto Fernandez crash out, I think, and Ryder is okay, but every single time Joshua leaves the screen, it seems someone crashes out. Yeah, he just drops it on the entrance. So, luckily there's a marshal point right there, and yellow's already been rescinded. So that is Vinales crashing out, meaning we have 18 riders left in this session. It also means that Aleix Espargaro's on his own for this one. Doesn't have his teammate to help him. 12 laps to go. And it looks like Nakagami is in the points for his home Grand Prix. That is amazing for Nakagami, and now that I say that, knowing my luck, he'll probably end up crashing out. I really hope that doesn't happen again. Jeez, I have bad luck with things like this. Right, so I do say that a lot. People who are currently out are Vinales, Fernandez, Augusto Reyes, Salvadori, Mia, and Alex Marquez. Is that one from each team? So we have an Aprilia, a KTM, another Aprilia, Honda, and a Ducati. Just missing a Yamaha. So, Rins. Don't know why I specifically chose Rins.
Well, you're just being mean now.
I could have chosen Gardner, I could have chosen Ferrara, but no, I decided in my mind Rins was the man.
Why is it always Bagnaia, Martin, and Marc Marquez, and then an Bastianini? It's always those four at the front.
I don't know.
In that order.
At the moment too, it always seems to be 5th place, Brad Binder. Just once I'd like him to get a 4th.
Past halfway, I don't think we're going to see bike swaps. I think they've just done that in case.
Yeah. No, it's looked to have held off. It might have had a few spots of rain, but not anymore. And now I say that, 5 minutes later, it's rain.
Downpour, yeah. Turning me down a bit. Oh, Mark nearly losing the front there as well. Just dropping it ever so slightly. The thing is though, it went off before MotoGP. That's the annoying thing. I was laid on the bed and it went off.
Well, you'll have to just stop talking until then. Here's Marc Marquez, a replay, what happened here. This is round turn 1.
In the rear, watch the rear.
Yeah.
Oh, he just went dead on. Yeah, we can't brake.
Too wide. Almost letting Bastianini through at the same time.
Cassini have already won a race today, and that was Marc Marquez's dad with his hand on his face, like, what?
It's like, I can't look. I've already lost one son in this race today.
Big accident, that one as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Alex went to the medical centre for a bit of a check-up there, make sure there's no broken bones. Having felt what that Tech Pro barrier is like yesterday at Brands, it really is quite a hard knock.
I don't know why, but Alex just seems to be having such bad luck over the past few races when it comes to crashing out.
Time and time again, bad luck as well.
You must think someone must have a voodoo doll of him, and this time they just decided to throw it.
10 left.
He did kind of look like a rag doll when going into that barrier.
Yeah.
Not the first time this weekend, I think, I've compared one of the riders to a rag doll. Pretty
Happened a
sure.
few times, isn't it?
Yeah. And they just seem to be having really high-speed accidents, and I think that's because of the gravel. Because the thing about the gravel, it does slow them down, but it doesn't slow them down enough, and that is Acosta either
Out.
doing a bike swap or deciding to end his race today. Yeah, that is ending his race. And I predicted this when he crashed out, that he would rejoin, but he would not last till the end. No one ever does. Very rarely.
Could have gone out wet tyres.
Exactly.
Could have gone out. I mean, the bike swap's allowed. He could have gone out on wet tyres and just cruised around because he could have got some points.
Yeah. But no, he decided, you know what, this is enough for today. I feel that too.
Out goes the normality, yeah.
Yeah. There's a replay.
Breaking down so much.
It almost looks like he's trying to run.
Bagnaia is doing amazingly well again as the leader.
He is, but that never lasts long for him, unfortunately.
The gap will come down to 10 points, by the way.
Well, at least it will be really close in the championship again.
Only a few races left, getting to the tail end of the season now. Australia, Thailand, Valencia. Sorry, Malaysia, Valencia. That's how it all ends up.
The gap's increased now to 1.6.
Cracking pre-show, by the way, we've got coming up in British Touring Car Championship later.
That's good.
Like, absolutely cracking. We filmed in the pit lane, we filmed in the paddock, we filmed in the track, we filmed everywhere. Paul O'Neill, everything.
When do you want to go on air for first race, by the way?
I think it's 11.
I'll have a look.
I don't think JT's done the streams. He might have.
No, I mean at the at the thing.
At the what?
The race itself starts at 11:30. So I don't know.
11 sounds about right.
Right.
Yeah, at the moment, it's just going off ever so slightly.
That's good. I'm glad.
Hopefully that I took a tablet between Moto 2 and Moto GP, so hopefully that's
So it's kicking in.
a little bit.
Good.
Hopefully, yeah. Fingers crossed.
I've noticed that whenever you take painkillers for your teeth, it hits the teeth quicker than it would the other parts of your body. Don't know why.
Well, it's less fast travel, isn't it?
True.
I've gone through quite a bit of Bonjela.
Was that
And let me tell you something. Nearly. Effective pain relief? No. I have, however, taken 8 paracetamols, but in yesterday's 24 hours. And today I've already taken 3.
Bonjela's more for healing purposes, and you're only meant to take a little bit of it.
Well, I'm overdosing on everything to try and stop it then. It seems.
Are you reading the instructions of how much you're meant to take?
Every 3 hours.
You've been doing it every hour.
I'm doing it every 20 minutes at this point.
Oh my goodness.
It just won't stop. It's an intense pain, Max. I wish. It really is bad. And because it's on your tooth as well, it affects your speech, it affects your head, and lack of sleep because you can't sleep. It really is bad.
I know the feeling of having intense pain. You are going to have have that surgery soon. You've been putting it off for long enough.
No, it's not. No, hang on. I have not put it off at all. The fact is that they haven't called me to do it.
Don't worry, I'm still waiting for them to. They seem to have forgotten this family. I'm still on a waiting list.
It cost 70 quid to have a tooth extraction as well, which is abysmal. It should be free on the NHS. We pay.
It should be. Hold on.
Bit of sunshine down into turn 14, by the way. So I doubt that rain is going to come. So that white flag was a bit premature there from race control.
It is. And I'm just going to look up something.
Surprised Martin didn't come in, actually. He likes changing over to wet tyres into dry track.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I just remembered something about, do you know, my cracked tooth?
Yeah.
Tomorrow is 2 years ago today. Well, tomorrow is 2 years ago.
Right.
Tomorrow will be 2 years since I broke it. And 2 years since I made the request from the dentist. So, to be like, oh, hey, can you please put me on the waiting list? He said, yeah, sure. Probably be like a year on the waiting list. They've got you waiting too. Can the dentist in 3 years?
For a mouth ulcer, that is always playing up, and now it's played up again.
The NHS. The dentists. Dentists.
It's a system. It's a system to the thing. And it's just played up, and now it's agony, mate.
I need to
Agony.
call them.
It is slightly going off, but that's only because I'm not talking. Can someone also tell me why Jenna Ortega is on all the Fanta bottles?
Is she? Why?
Oh, clue. 5 to go.
I still remember watching her on Disney Channel when I was little.
No, 6 to go. 6 to go.
Yeah, 6 to go now in the race, and that gap between Bagnaia and Martin is currently at 1 point. Let's just say 6 because it is 1.599, so it's effectively 1.6.
I'd say 1.6. It's just them being picky.
Yep.
1.5 now.
Ooh, it's getting closer.
10th of a second.
And I can't believe it. Tomorrow will be 2 years. I should have told them, like, yeah, it really, really hurts, because they said to me, it's like, okay, does it hurt you? I was like, no, it's not hurting me.
Well, let's see. With mine, they're likely to get an ear chopped off on the phone call, because if they don't do it, I'm going to take some pliers and pull it out myself. It would be less painful.
Please don't.
It would be less painful, honestly. The amount I am in so much pain.
Oh.
Back now being followed.
Mine occasionally plays up. So, you should ring them when you get back, or at least a day or after you get back, so then you can just rest for a day.
Being called the minute we get back in the house.
Just like, I've been on your list for 3 years. Where's my appointment?
1.3 the gap now.
Do you know, I'm not entirely sure if they ended up putting my appointment in the system, because surely they would have rang me by now.
No, they wouldn't have.
Then again, I don't answer my, like, unknown calls, so maybe they did ring me. I just never picked up.
Oh, Megan's going to be finding stuff out now, isn't she?
I don't answer unknown calls, so it's... But I've got their number in my phone, that's the thing.
I'm going to find out all this time it really was Megan all along. There you go. This is Binder and Morbidelli, Megan.
Ooh, nice graphic.
Over 5th and 6th.
Morbidelli currently has a 2/10 gap between him and Binder. Neither of them are going to win the race, but let's see if any of them can actually make it to 4th position, or 5th. More likely to be the 5th.
Right, sunshine.
Ooh.
Really weird.
Really,
The
don't need
plan
that
today has been really confusing. We had a red flag earlier for rain in Moto 2. It's like, what on earth?
Where's the rainbow then?
What happened to Morbidelli? He just went straight on there. Trying to get down at turn 10, trying to get ahead of Binder.
Maybe the sun blinded him for a second.
Setting sun in this part of the circuit is not doing great, is it?
No. 4 laps.
More to go. It's been a remarkably unremarkable race. I still think Moto 3 was the best of the day, don't you agree?
Yeah, it went quicker and it was more engaging. Whereas right now I think we're both just like, please stop this.
Yeah, because then I get an hour to just relax before I'm to get ready.
Yeah. And you can just stay in front of the heater.
I'm going to lay on the bed, turn the heater on and watch something.
When you get home, you're going to have that hot water bottle and just put it against your cheek.
I've already thought of it.
Maybe also see if like, you can find Nana's thing. What's it called?
I've thought the heat pad, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also stealing the cushions from downstairs and popping my head up.
Okay.
It's all about blood flow, you know.
Mm.
It's not been an exciting race, is it?
No.
I'm kind of glad about that, because if you want one race not to be exciting, it's one where you're stuck in London in a hotel room. So I'm kind of alright with it.
And one where you're in immense pain.
That too, yeah. To be fair, you've not got a bad point there. I'm a bit worried about the fact that we're outside for touring cars. I don't often say this, but I'm hoping for some. It's that last race of the day. I know it's going to get really cold.
I'll look up the weather for you.
The last race of the day is going to be sun setting, really cold, possible rain, and we're going to have to be outside and then onto the grid. And we're not going to get out there until about 7.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Probably we're going to be about 14 degrees throughout the day. Oh.
Megan has just remembered the correct detail.
6 o'clock, 50%
What?
chance of rain.
I know,
Heavy
that's
rain.
when the last race is, and that's when we're on the grid.
And then
To crown the
60%
champion.
chance for light rain at 7, and then 60% chance for heavy rain at 8.
I did bump into Steve Ryder, by the way.
Oh, that's good.
I saw him walking with a coffee. He's always got coffee. And I ran up to him as well.
Caffeine addiction.
Wonderful chap. Wonderful chap, honestly. So he said, "How are you finding it all? How's it been?" I said,
Painful.
"It's really." I said, "It's really, really good. I've really enjoyed it. How have you found the season?" He said, "Yeah, it's been great." It is long for them, though, of course, around the UK. But everyone's very tired because, of course, yes, it's only 10 weekends a year, but it's 30 races still.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rebuilding and unbuilding the cars, and they're more technical than a Formula 1 car in terms of the fact that they've got tiny little bits on it because it's a stock car. So yeah.
Aleix Spargo gets a track limits warning. I think he's the only person today in MotoGP who's actually got a track limits warning, which I am pretty sure. Yeah. Why is he getting a track limits warning? You are literally not even 5/10. You're literally more than 5/10 away from anyone else. Who are you avoiding?
Well, we've got 2 laps to go, but yeah. Aleix down in 9th. You are correct, Megan. He's the only one with it. It's been a strange old weekend, isn't it?
It has.
Still, end of the triple header for MotoGP. Week off next week before the final triple of the season.
Woohoo! Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure I know when my exam is
Of
for my Victims of Crime module.
when's that?
I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday the 20th.
Of October?
November.
November. As long as it doesn't interfere with any of this, we're fine. This has been, I know what you say, but this is really odd. There's nothing going on in this race now. They've all sort of settled into it. Motegi's usually great. Marc Marquez, though, holding on for a podium. Japanese fans who love Marc Marquez from his days at Honda, hoping that he can hold on to that podium.
Both Hondas have points too.
Now you've done it.
They're 12th and 13th. And both
I bet you
Hondas
it's not
crash out of each other. That's
I
what
bet
it
you
is.
it's not. I bet you it's not the Repsols though, and it's the LCRs.
It is Nakagami and Zarko.
The two LCRs, yeah.
Let's see.
Last lap the call.
Well, the Repsols are... one of them's out. And... oh!
Marini's in the points. 14th.
Marini's 14th. So one's out.
This is gonna be Honda's best race of the year.
Yeah, which
3 of
is-
the 4 bikes in points for the first time.
Which is saying something given the fact that they have one crashed out.
Yeah, so 3 of the 4 get points. That's their best result of the season. It's still embarrassing though that the LCR team is ahead of the factory team, the HRC.
Yeah.
That's got to have some work on it. But look at Mr. Consistent here, Megs. Pecco Bagnaia won the Tissot Sprint, now he's going to win the Grand Prix. Mistaken qualifying and lap time, gave it to Acosta, but he has been good all weekend long, hasn't he?
He has been good all weekend long. And it is nice to see consistency and that championship close up just that little bit more.
Little by little, sector by sector, Martin in P2 though, not going to be much there. We're into the final sector now though, of the Japanese Grand Prix weekend, and the championship that came into this weekend at 27 points is going to leave with a 10-point difference. Bagnaia has done exactly what he needed to do. In the land of the rising sun, his championship hopes have been reignited. Pecco Bagnaia does the double again and wins the Japanese Grand Prix.
Woohoo!
Martin in second, Marc Marquez third, bashing ahead of Morbidelli, and that, Megan, I think is a fantastic result.
It is, and it just in that final lap we had D'Antonio also get a track limits warning. And Binder. So we ended up with 3 of them.
So Remy Garner's in 17th, Quartararo 11th, so he gets points. Rins gets points as well. But look at it, Zarco got Quartararo at the line. Zarco finishes 11th. He got Quartararo at the line. Nakagami 13th, Marini 14th. Raul Fernandez picks the last point in 15th. But it's Pecco Bagnaia who does the double. Maximum points in this weekend now, Megan. I think that's the best thing he needed to do. He's shaping up for the final 3 races in everyone's business now, isn't he?
Yeah, he really wants to get that second championship, so it does not surprise me. Oh, it's nice that Martin just congratulated him.
It's getting to the point where it's going to go down to the last race of the season. Look at that, 10
Yeah.
points the difference. Martin 392, Bagnaia 382. Unfortunately, this round has eliminated Marc Marquez from the championship challenge, so he will no longer be world champion this year.
Yes. Next
Read
year.
us the results then, please.
Right, so in first place it is Bagnaia, second is Martin, third is Marc Marquez, fourth was Bastianini, fifth was Morbidelli, Binder was sixth, seventh was Bezzecchi, D'Antonio was eighth, Aleix Espargaro was ninth, Miller was 10th, 11th was Zarco, 12th was Quartararo, getting points in his home race. It was Nakagami in 13th, Marini was in 14th, and then Raul Fernandez was in 15th, 16th was Rins, and then Gardner finishes out in 17th. Out of the race, however, was Acosta, Vinales, Fernandez, Salvadori, Mir, and Alex Marquez.
Megan, thank you very much for the early starts you've put in on MotoGP this weekend as well. We wouldn't have been able to do this without you. Pekka Bagnaia achieves his highest total of race wins in a single season with 8. Only Rossi, Stoner, Lorenzo and Marc Marquez have reached this figure in the MotoGP era. I think one thing today has proved, Megan, is that Bagnaia and Martin have both just delivered champion rides. And that's the first time I've seen them as champions this year.
They
Bagnaia
have.
stepped up when he needed to. Martin stepped up from 11th to 2nd. So
Gave him a bit of
going
time.
into the last 3 races, it's too close to call.
And it's... Should we sign off now or wait for the podium?
All sign off now because I need to rest. Let's just check quickly at Martin and Bagnaia. Mutual respect, no top of the cap there from Martin to Bagnaia. These two respect each other so much.
Which
There's
is
such
good.
a love there.
Good in a championship.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you, Megan, for your company this tonight and all your work throughout the weekend. Go get some rest. JB Motorsports 2, that's our last stream, but go to JB Motorsports for all 3 trackside coverage of British Touring Car Championships season finale. We are trackside and we are live, so join us for that. But from Japan, it's Pekka Bagnaia who does the double. Thanks for joining us. 1 in Grimsby, 1 in London. We'll see you next time out. Take care. Bye-bye.